violated just about every principle of liberal laissez-faire and political economy. You have a highly interventionist warfare state directly involved in the production and distribution of goods, in the control of the bodies of its population. Okay? And of course, in 1918, you get the final enfranchisement, the vote given to all men and to some women. So politically, many people think this is a transformative moment apart from the development of the state. I've emphasized that this was an imperial war fought across the domains of the empire by imperial troops. And it's important to remember that Britain emerges from the First World War, or from the Treaty of Versailles, as imperially in a stronger position. It takes over much of the imperial territory of Germany, and it takes over a key role, the key place of the Ottoman Empire in the Middle East. So ironically, Britain emerges from the First World War territorially emboldened and expanded as an empire state. Now the question is, were the legacies of the war at home ones that would mean a decisive move away from the liberalism of the 19th century, or a return to it? Was the war fought to save what was left of liberal Britain? Was it fought to build a new type of society? And basically, there are arguments on both sides. Some people will say this was the decisive moment of change. Britain was never, the same again. There was a decisive move away from liberalism. Other people would see that, in fact, during the 1920s, there's a desperate attempt to return to the shibboleths of liberal political economy. Britain goes back to free trade. It goes back on the gold standard. It gets back into the empire game of fighting like colonial wars left, right, and centre. So you're going to see in the lectures that come that there's a real struggle internally in Britain to try and figure out quite what the war was fought for and which direction the country was going to take. And I will leave you to go off and enjoy your weekend.